Hello, everyone. Today, we'll walk through the complete workflow of our business reviews analytics tool, Wizesense. Let's begin by logging into the application with our credentials. This is the main dashboard where you'll find an overview of various sections, domains, and data sources, along with the analyses you completed in the past. It's all presented in a concise and clear format. We'll dive deeper into each section towards the end of the demo. For now, let's start with the AI Copilot feature. This section allows you to interact directly with various GPT models or custom models. For instance, if you type "what is sentiment analysis" and press enter, you'll immediately get a response from the AI. You can also select from a variety of different models available, so you have flexibility in the types of responses you receive. The AI Copilot simplifies the process of asking questions and getting answers directly within the application without needing to leave the platform. So let's now move to the API settings page, where you can manage API keys to fetch data from multiple platforms. Here, you'll input the API keys specific to platforms like Google or other services you wish to use. These keys are essential for gathering data, such as reviews or comments, from the respective platforms. You can add new keys, edit existing ones, or remove keys if they're no longer needed. Once the API keys are set up correctly, they enable the app to fetch relevant data from your selected sources. Let's take a look at the domains management page now. This is where you can organize and manage your data based on different groups or industries, creating a top-level segregation for your analysis. By defining specific domains, you can separate and analyze different data sources in an organized way, making it easier to extract meaningful insights. That's quite something to take note of. Within this page, you can see the active domains, and you can also create new ones as needed. For example, if you want to create a domain for the tech industry, you can define a domain name, description, a prompt for filtering, industry region, and logo. Once the domain is created, you can associate different data sources with it, ensuring that all the data from that industry is grouped together for easier analysis. The domains management page helps you categorize and manage data more efficiently, especially when you're dealing with multiple platforms and sources. By creating distinct domains, you can segregate your analyses based on specific industries, regions, or any other parameters you choose. This makes it easier to manage and analyze large volumes of data from diverse sources. This is the data source management page, where data is fetched from various platforms. The data, including comments and tweets, is then saved in a database for further analysis. Let's go ahead and create a data source. For example, we can name it and provide a description. When creating the data source, you must select a domain. For instance, we can choose the Wizesense domain, which ensures the data is tied to the correct domain. You can create multiple data sources within a domain, but each data source must be linked to a specific domain. Now, we need to select the platform for data fetching. You can choose from various options like Google or Excel or X. If we choose Excel, the platform supports a variety of formats. For simplicity, if you only want to analyze the text and time series data, a simple file with text and timestamp columns will suffice. However, if you want to analyze deeper details, such as who posted the reviews, the Excel file should include specific fields such as review IDs, author details, review links, and timestamps as provided by sources like Google or Twitter. These platforms provide structured data that can be passed directly to the system. For platform Google, you need to enter the platform key, which is the place ID of the specific location on Google Maps. To get the place ID, you can visit Google and search for Place ID Finder and enter the location. Once you find the place, you'll be able to extract the place ID. Once the data source is created, you can proceed to fetch data. The system will process the data and store it in the database for analysis. You can also edit or update the data source if any changes are needed. Once data fetching begins, the necessary pre-processing steps are done automatically. After the process is complete, you will be notified and the data for the domain will be successfully retrieved. Finally, you can search and manage active data sources within the domain, viewing details and making updates as necessary. Next, we'll move on to the ML models page, where you can see the models used for sentiment analysis, emotion detection, and toxicity analysis. This is the Analytics Management page, where data from various platforms is analysed and reports are generated. Let's walk through the page. You can see the active analytics, the corresponding data sources, and the corresponding sources reporting buttons for analysing and reporting. The reporting options include basic reports and advanced reports. For example, let's create an analytic for Google with respect to a data source. Start by providing a name, description of the analysis. After that, select the source and corresponding data source. Then proceed to choose the models, which are simply featured in the system for sentiment, emotion, and toxicity analysis. Once you've set up the data source and models, you can create the analytic. The system then processes the data using the selected models. The models will analyze all reviews and comments in the database based on the provided criteria. Once the analysis is complete, you will be notified of the result. You can run multiple analyses concurrently, and notifications will alert you when each one is complete. Once the analysis is complete, the results are displayed in the reports page. This page showcases various metrics such as sentiment over time, emotion distribution, and sentiment distribution. For instance, it shows how sentiment has evolved over time, such as an increase in positive or negative sentiment, as well as the overall sentiment distribution, neutral, positive, or negative. In addition to sentiment analysis, we also visualize emotion distribution over time, showing how emotions like joy, anger, and sadness vary over the review period. For example, you can see that joy has increased over the last few months, indicating a positive shift in sentiment. The report also provides an overview of the comments. If the comment contains text along with the rating, it will be analysed. If a user only provides a rating without any text, that comment will not be included in the analysis. You can dive deeper into individual comments, view their sentiment and emotion, and even filter based on specific parameters. For instance, you might see a comment with a positive sentiment and neutral as the dominant emotion, or a comment with a negative sentiment and anger as the primary emotion. And now, these insights can help businesses or brands understand the tone and content of review to track customer satisfaction and improve brand engagement. You can also click to view original to directly access the users and see more info on that. Also, we have a summarization tab where we get segregated summary as overall, positive or negative reviews, summary highlighting the key points and problems, or ratings. Additionally, comments and reviews can be searched for specific keywords or phrases. They can also be filtered based on time frames, such as the last 7 days, 30 days, or 90 days. Furthermore, you can filter them based on sentiment for more targeted insights. And you can download the full report as a PDF with all the analysis and graphs included. The PDF will contain sentiment distribution, emotion analysis, and a detailed list of comments, allowing users to share insights with others. Now, let's move to the Documents page, where users can access resources such as configuration guides, getting started tutorials, user guides, and FAQs. All these materials are available to help users understand and configure the application. Next, we look at the dashboard page, which provides a central overview of all the analysis done across various domains and sources. You can quickly access various modules such as domains, data sources, and analytics. The Global Statistics section gives an overview of the total domains, data sources, analytics, and models currently in use. The dashboard provides a comprehensive overview of all analysis done so far, including the sentiment and emotion distribution across the reviews. For example, in a domain like ITL, you can see the distribution of sentiment, positive, negative, neutral, and emotions like joy, sadness, and fear. Me too. The analytics overview, the system allows you to analyze reviews across multiple locations and platforms like Google or Twitter. For example, you can compare sentiment distribution and emotional responses, or different sources or locations. The sentiment and emotion distribution graphs show the percentage of positive, neutral, and negative comments, as well as the emotional responses. The dashboard also provides insights into which platforms are receiving the most engagement, allowing businesses to focus their efforts where they're most needed. Whether on Google, Twitter, or other platforms, you can track the volume and sentiment of reviews to guide your business decisions. Thank you for your attention. This concludes the walkthrough of the platform. You now have a comprehensive understanding of how to use the system for sentiment analysis, emotion detection, and toxicity analysis across different data sources and domains.